Hello everyone, it's Sloth, today with very interesting version of Mono Black Control. It's really fun version, so if you like having fun and you like winning, probably you can combine those with the deck. We have Evelyn, the Covetous, which is a big change for the deck, but we will talk about her in the deck intro, so right now let's go into the stats. They might not seem like a hot one, but when you see exactly which matchups we struggled with and why, I think it becomes clear. So we went 3-3, pretty even win rate, like it's Mythic, so I think that's still very decent. And let's be honest, it's not a big sample. So let's now delve into the matchups. Yep, I think that tells a story. So basically, the only games we lost with this deck were always mono-white. This is also mono-white, just with red. You could say Boros, but it's still mono-white, basically. And yeah, the deck, other than this, has amazing results, and it really dominates every slower deck. The only problem is especially being on the draw with Talia and enemy that ramps like crazy. Other than this, deck is really good, and let me tell you, it felt really strong. I think the results that the real one would be even higher than this. We were just a bit unlucky with mono-white plays, I think. We have 7 sweepers in the deck, so we should do pretty fine. Okay, so that were the stats, and let's go into the deck introduction and see what's up. Okay, and we are in the deck list. So basically, from the first glance, you can see that basically it's mono-black, but it has some few nice additions that make the gameplay different. The biggest one is Evelyn, the Covetous. We only have one of them because we are pretty heavy on the 5-drops already, but the fact that we have one of her, and we also have Soul Transfer, so we can get her back, and we have also Blood on the Snow, so we can get her back, actually really changes the game plan. So basically, you probably know this card, right? It's 5 mana, 2/5 flash, and whenever this or another vampire enters the battlefield, you basically do the Tibalt +2. So you get 1 card from top of the library from you and enemy, and you can play it. But you can play only one of those cards a turn. So if you get spammed with a lot of triggers, you still need to play card by card. So for this reason, you also like instants. We don't have mana of them, so hopefully enemy will. Like we have Deadly Dispute and March to cast on the enemy turn. The rest is like slow sorcery speed because we are like going for the high value plays. So that being said, for this reason we have Henrika Domnathi, a pretty good creature, and I haven't been playing with her too much, to be honest. But after those games, I'm starting to like it, like especially the sacrifice effect. If you play it right, and with this deck you have so many like small creatures, like you have Shambling Ghast, Eyetwitches. If you can trade them 1-for-1 for big enemy creature, that's actually huge, and it's pretty much has haste, right? Because at the beginning of combat on your turn, always remember to play her in the first main phase, or you don't get the effect and then she sucks. But pretty much you get instant removal on top of a creature that draws you cards and is a 3/4 flying Death Touch Lifelinker if you want. So that's pretty good. And yeah, you might not see it from the first glance, but Sorin is actually big synergy with Evelyn, because usually you -2. And you want to protect Sorin, right? And if anything happens to Sorin, you just try to get at least some value from it. But when you play the vampire with Evelyn over on the board, you actually draw 2 cards. So this is huge, because usually you were supposed to choose either you go for more cards or you make a defender that your Planewalker might survive, and then when it dies you are feeling really sad. With this deck you can get both, like best of both worlds. You can both protect the Planewalker and also draw additional cards, so that's really good here. We don't have many vampires, but we have ways to get them back with the Soul Transfer. And remember, Meathook Massacre is usually on the board with this deck, sooner or later. And let's be honest, most of the meta decks right now have Meathook Massacre on both sides. So every game you play is just who gets first Meathook. But we also have a lot of treasure synergies, so we have the Skullport Merchant, very important card, but you probably know it. Deadly Disputes and Ghast, all of them can create treasures. So it's really easy to trigger 2 for 1 with this deck. And when you start going 2 for 1, and getting high value cards like Evelyn, Sorin, Lolth, something like this, man, this deck really has big potential for like the value plays. So, that being said, of course, we are snow-covered version, so we have 4 Field of Ruins to try to punish, and I think in some of the games you will see that we tried this strategy, like 4 of them is actually irrelevant. So, even if enemy has 1 basic, you can waste 1 Field of Ruin, and the rest one has 2 mana destroy land, and you can choose which one, so it really helps with the mana screwing enemy, especially if you know what their deck is doing and you know exactly what mana they need. For example, like Halana and Alina deck. If they have 1 duo land of, let's say, green and red, and you destroy it, and they fetch plains, well, not so hot now, right? That's how you can sometimes prevent some big strategy from the enemy, so you need to keep eye on those. They are actually relevant. Of course, we have Hive as well. And I think that being said, that's it. We also have 1 go blank because you need to get rid of those tenacious underdogs, so really be careful with this card, don't waste it. And yeah, I think the rest of the deck you really know very well, so let's go into the gameplay. And as always, if you like the decks, if you like this kind of control-y, grindy stuff, subscribe and we will try to keep them coming. So really thank you and enjoy the games. Okay, and this time we have Planewalkers, which is sweet. And we have a really good start, man. We are on the play, we have Shambling Ghast and Deadly Dispute into Sorin. Yes, freaking please. I hope it's not mono white. I have a feeling that we won the game already. See, that's how good deck is. Oh man, they're doing this. It feels like mono white and they mulliganed for perfect hand. So I expect 1, 2, 3 curve. Oh, interesting. Smark. We might go Field of Ruin. By the way, this gave up the Deadly Dispute. Great. Bard class. So we know exactly what we play against. Okay. That makes things much easier. Man, can you believe this freaking ramp? Like we are playing... Oh my god, we are playing Invoke Despair already. This is insane. This has been the fastest Invoke Despair. Okay guys, so what do you prefer? Turn 3 Lolth compared to the enemy 2 drop? Or Invoke Despair? It's Invoke Despair, right? So he cannot go with all his stuff. Like, is it? I'm not sure what you guys would prefer. You can tell me in the comments for the future which one is more exciting. I actually think maybe it's Lolth. Like, they have no way to remove it, and this is great, but it gives the value 1 time, and you know, if they cannot kill Lolth, they like, she gives us cards every turn, and when he levels and plays this 2/2 stuff, oh man, that feels very good. So, let's draw. I heard it's a good thing to do. They don't seem to have a lot of basics, but I think we have more important stuff to do than this. And yeah, we want a lot of black. So we definitely go for Sorin. I'm not sure exactly for what. So you know what, we have enough value in hand. I think we do it like this. And I think that in order to win this crazy freaking draw, man, like we were on fire this game. I think in order to win, all we need to do is just make sure that we defend the Planewalkers and keep drawing cards. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. But my friend, I don't see Trample. Have you missed it? I don't see Trample in this text. It's weird. By the way, Trample is 6 or more creatures. Sure. Man, that's actually great, we make new spiders. You can see how important Trample is in this kind of deck. We also removed one of the creatures. Meathook Massacre. Pretty interesting draw. So, what do we do really? We cannot Meathook, it's not good enough. We can probably draw with this, make spiders with this, and Invoke Despair. I think that's the play, right? Then he sacrifices Halana. Yeah, and we have two creatures and he has only this, so that's really good. So, first, draw. Always freaking draw. Like, I guess it doesn't feel perfect, but we will get there. Invoke Despair before he knows what happens. Whoa. Okay, I did not expect this. Isn't this better for us? Like, maybe he has some trampler or something, but at this point, like, yeah, we are drawing a lot of lands. Oh wow. Mythic level plays. Mythic level plays. What is this? Oh my god, what is this stuff? Did he seriously do it? Like this, did this happen? That wasn't best play as well, but don't worry, we are just hooking, so it won't change anything. The fact that I kinda sucked seems to be pattern lately. Okay, let's make sure that... Oh, they have this stuff. I hope it's Tamiyo safekeeping. Please it be Tamiyo safekeeping. Okay, and you can clearly see why Tamiyo safekeeping can be worse. Because they can make it indestructible and hexproof, and both things don't change anything against Meathook. That would save them the game possibly. But it didn't, because they chose the wrong card. So Snakeskill Veil would save them. And that's pretty much a GG. Like, we have to do it, right? We have to do it. Let's check this stuff. Definitely this. Then we go for white mana. Let's have some fun while we play. I know you like it. We both do. That was a mountain. What about this part of your deck? Do you have plains? I heard they are good in deck that uses white. Probably only for this. And they have it. Good, good. By the way, let's draw cards. Please don't make it like 20 drop or something. That's actually so good. Can we make artifact? We can, so we don't play this yet. Let's attack. Enemy can have haste creature, but we have so many answers that we don't care. Man, like, this deck feels so good. It feels so good, like we are overwhelming every enemy. The hamster has haste, token trample haste, okay, and he has 2 mana. Target creature you control has 2/2. Okay, so he can attack something for 2, but he needs to tap out, and then we can remove the small set hamster. Enjoy. So he wants to kill Sorin. What? This is such a weird play. Okay, sure. I'm happy with this outcome. So do we? Probably we shouldn't. Like, to be honest, that's not a great play. So maybe let's not waste a very winnable situation. I like Fleet of Ruins. We could make way more vampires, which seems pretty fine. But correct decision is to +1 until we win the game. Like, this is how you modern play Sorin. You just draw cards every single turn until enemy just can't take it. Oh, they have this Tamiyo safekeeping, right? You know what? Let's check if you have another forest then. And we are messing so much with them. Why I'm doing this? I want to kill the Beloved Ranger. And I hope that he doesn't have one of each, and he does. Okay. So let's see what's up for now. We are happy with this situation. We have a lot of cards and we take the soul transfer. Like, he needs to pump something or he doesn't do anything. Sure, I'm happy. I'm really happy with this. Let's sacrifice. Let's make enemy lose 1 life. And let's enjoy ourselves in this super fun game. Man, if you like playing this kind of control, like, this deck just does it. It's so fun. Like, in some decks you are feeling like, oh man, I can lose any moment and so on, so on. With this deck you just, no, you don't mind. Let's just make sure he uses it. I would make an emote, but it can be seen in a wrong way, you know. Oh, maybe they don't have this Tamiya safekeeping, but I'm pretty sure they have. They play strange, like, they don't respect their creatures, which is very mean if you are a creature. Like, correct would be this. That's actually correct play. Then we play Skullport, and then we count treasures to see how many can we play in order to sacrifice everything in case it dies. And let's make Ghast, because it kills the hamsters so easily. Like, if he tries to pump the hamster, we just kill it. Man, like, how powerful this feels. Kodama, sure, you have your 3 mana 3/3 that does nothing. Seems great. I would like to draw card and kill some hamsters, if you are fine with this, my friend. And if you aren't fine with this, you are still fine with this. Oh, poor hamster. This is the only part of the game when I really felt bad a bit. Like, then we play Eyetwitch, Henrika, get rid... Man, like, this is one of the best decks I've been playing since a long time. I'm having fun, and I'm not sure if enemy is having fun. Sure. Oh, he was trying to be so smart. So he wanted us to cast this, and then in response kill the enchantment so we don't get both parts. But I think you can... I'm not sure if that works, but I don't really care, to be honest. Let's get some new cards for treasures. Man, the fact that you can pay 1 treasure to gain a card is so insane. Let's get more stuff. Let's play Eyetwitch. I think he scoops at this point. Like, seriously, what is there to play even at this point? Oh yes, by the way, we are at 18 after all of this, 20 with this attack. That's what I thought. Man, did this feel close? Because for me it didn't feel close for a 1 second during the whole game. Like, we destroyed this guy. Even with 11-11 it just did not matter at all. Okay, we are going first. We have definitely early game hand, but with Skullport Merchant we might get to places. And definitely a lot of lands. Man, like, we need to think how to use this. I would probably like to have at least 1 treasure up, so when he kills this, we are not screwed up on the cards. And we definitely draw a lot of lands, right? Okay, let's do it like this still. Ghast can go. Oh, interesting. Like, I'm really happy if he blocks, because we don't want up next release. So, 3 damage. Like, if he attacks, we block. Okay, Fable. Fable? Hurts a bit, not gonna lie. Interesting. I will gladly trade. And honestly, like, then we have enough treasures, right? For the Skullport Merchant. So that's good in my book. We don't attack probably, because then he will try it. I think this is actually best we can do. And we can sacrifice treasure, right? Yep, we can. I don't think it's worth to just go for Meathook. Like, the biggest upside would be that it's in the game, but you can see that we don't overflow with value right now. For a deck that has like so many Despairs, Evelyn, Lolth, and yeah, stuff, and Sorins, and vampires, we definitely should draw a bit better, but it's just 10 cards, so I'm hopeful. Okay, that's a good start, I guess. I would probably Meathook next turn when Kiki-Jiki is here. And he is greedy for the treasure. We cannot sacrifice Ghast, probably. Oh, nice. I'm happy with this one. Okay, sure. I could attack and bait him, but I'm pretty sure he's too smart to block. And it means that we cannot do anything really here. So we just wait for Kiki-Jiki. And at the end step we probably draw cards, right? I think we can draw one. 3 mana is okay. Enemy has something, it seems like. Oh, Deadly Dispute is a great draw. I'm pretty sure he will try to kill the merchant, because he sees how threatening this card is, and it's very hard to kill for toughness. So I expect him to sacrifice the Harvester, and then possibly to attack. Not sure about the attack though, but who knows. Unfortunately he knows that we can sacrifice in response, so he's card negative after this move. I'm happy with this. Man, we are hooking this so hard. And if he doesn't kill Skullport, we actually can have yeah, our own creature on the board, which is amazing. Our best creature right now. Let's see this attack. Are you greedy? How greedy you are. To be honest, I was more scared about him making treasures. Okay, you got it. Let's block and see what's up. I think that's the block, right? He can Meathook himself, but it will be for 0, so probably not super scary. Like, we definitely block like this. Then we kill, or we may make a treasure actually. You know what? I will do it like this. This play is great. The only problem is the fact that enemy sees this play, and it's pretty obvious why I play like this. Let's make this, because then we get more treasures. Treasure token. And then I hope he doesn't kill Merchant in instant. Good. So now we can sacrifice if we really care. Sure. Man, that's pretty awesome. Let's go probably for the Swamp and Meathook Massacre. That seems like a good start for turn 2. Yep. I don't think there's anything he can do about it. And we can even attack. Oh, now you regret not using your Harvester. Oh man, that feels good. Look at his card draw. Like, he has 2 cards and that's it. Okay, maybe we won't be able to attack. And I play this, so worst case we can sacrifice the treasures. In case he attacks the Eyetwitch somehow. So, let's do it. Enemy can cycle, but he has only 3 cards and we have a very good situation. Like, we started with 0 value in the hand, and you can see how this merchant like turned out the game completely. Deadly Dispute. Oh, nice, we are playing the same cards. Like, let's see what he gets then. Swamp? Oh man, oh, it feels bad. Like, even I feel bad about this one. I would make an emote. Do we have something? Nah, I don't want to be mean. Sometimes you want to know. make some funny thing, and sometimes the other guy can just think you're a dick. So that's it. I think we just kill it, right? Not sure. Not sure, but I want to draw cards. To be perfectly honest, there's no reason to do it now. That's a free mana every turn, so let's keep drawing and see what's up. Each player sacrifices a creature. That seems amazing. Man, I'm starting to really like Henrika. So when he loses it, then he doesn't get the stuff from counters. Let's go for Field of Ruin. And I don't know, maybe let's go for pre-combat phase. I'm actually liking Henrika. So far, like, she's pretty cute. And I'm not talking about the art. Each player sacrifices a creature, especially like in this kind of shell. Like, it does a lot, so it's pretty much a removal. Next turn he will have Kiki Jiki, but we will have so much more. Oh, so much more. It's unfortunate for him that he didn't get the, you know, his own hook. But what can you do? I think he has basics, right? No reason to waste treasure. I think we can do it like this though. When you can sacrifice in response, we have 4 mana, so we can sacrifice 2 creatures very easily. And that's fine. Man, I like this deck. It feels so good even after new Capena. Like, enemy can Meathook with our swamp. Man, it's like, this is really, I think, with the matching, like some other YouTubers said. Like, this is weird. I never really met this deck so far, and it pretty much has the same cards as we in Big Factor. Like, this cannot be a coincidence. It's just so weird. I never met this kind of deck before. Like, I mean, ever. Okay. So he drew a card, right? I can definitely play this one. We need to keep the Eyetwitch. Like, Reflection is sucky, because he can draw cards every turn. Do we, like, really sweep? Okay, what is the transformation? Each creature you control flying. So we could pump a lot of stuff, but I don't think it's worth it, right? We just draw card as well, and that's it. I think we just go for full mana card draw, and then sweep Blood on the Snow and get board back. That seems to be like the best idea. So right now let's draw a card. We are just in this value town right now. So this is one of the turns when you really can decide how we want to play this. Wow, that was the top-notch response. Thank you. Thank you for this. Valky. That's serious. Let's not attack. And see what's up. We could also sweep his part of the board with Meathook, but I think we'll have better times to do it. Sure. Oh man. Man, I'm freaking stupid. Like, I'm just trying to... you might not seem like it, but I'm trying to play fast. For me. So I just, you know, don't pay attention to such small things. Obviously I should just sacrifice, but it's fine. I will just waste one more treasure than I should. It's fine. At least it seems that we will do something at the end step. Let's pretend that was a good play, even though we all know the truth. I'm happy that he plays so heavily into the board. Like, this is enough to force us into some kind of reaction. Oh man, if he tries to kill our creatures, that's so good. Blood tokens are a problem, a bit, because they give him pretty much sooner or later free card. But that's fine. So now let's do what we should do before. Let's not be a dummy. By the way, enemies is at 14 already, just from the stuff. Do we want more runs? I like more runs, but probably Mascot Exhibition is a bit better. We can get one more treasure, definitely. Man, like, we are refilling like crazy. I'm so happy about what is happening right now. Or actually, you know what? And there's sacrifice another target creature. Yep. Let's pay. And we get full cycle. It can be very suspicious for the enemy that we, for some reason, freaking destroyed our board. So, yeah, by the way, Soul Transfer activated. Artifact Enchantment. Enjoy your 3 damage. Like, he seems a bit... Yeah, I guess he didn't have much choice here, but he was really excited about this attack, wasn't he? Do we go for Meathook? No. This is way better, right? Or creatures? Pay all the snow mana in the world. And I would like my stuff back. I will take this. Possibly Skullport Merchant was also very good, but I think we can make this one work. Man, I think he has swamps, right? He has to have them. I don't want to really waste anything just to get it. So, do we want to draw? Then we have to discard, right? But maybe it will be bad card. So let's get this value. That's actually not a great card, so... Oh man, the lack of black mana bite us. You know what? I will do it. It's actually so much more pressure. We are feeling good. Full hand, double Mascot Exhibition, 2 sweepers, and great removal that we can take something from the graveyard. Okay, and enemy finally got his Meathook, so we will just do stuff again. Also with Hive. Let's create a treasure. Enemy is hurting a bit. I think we go for Pest Summoning. And he's out. Well, it will... If he stayed, I'm pretty sure it would take quite a long time to finish him, because he has Meathook, so we don't have easy way to kill him. But the outcome, I think, is pretty easy. Like, at some point he will just lack the answers. Okay, this one will be more challenging. We have pretty good early game with the Ghasts, but we don't have Meathook Massacre, and we are probably against mono white. Yes, it's mono white still. Don't let green fool you, it's mono white. Shambling Ghast will be very good. Whenever I played mono white, I know, whenever I played it, Ghast felt like a complete disaster, even one of them, not even talking about 2. So, can we be smart about it? Yeah, I think we can. He won't block. And now we have another one that does exactly the same. He might have Brutal Qatar, but then what can you do really? Okay, Spellbinder. So, not sure, probably Despair, right? Our draw is a bit dry. Like, we have 2 cards. To be honest, I think Henrika is better choice, yep. Because it's so far from casting Invoke Despair, and he needs to kill us by air. Like, with Shambling Ghast, it will be super hard. That's an interesting draw. So, it will make his Helena and Alina a bit harder. Because he needs both red and green. Oh, he doesn't seem to have forests. That makes sense. He doesn't want to whiff, ever. I don't think we attack. His HP doesn't matter this game, like really. He will lose at 19 HP. Or or he wins at 19 HP. So basically like Field of Ruins are really good here. Yep, exactly, so I put 2 of them, so in case he removes 1, we have still other blocker. Actually killing Kralia is quite important in this game. Problem is that he can go by air, and we have some problems then. You know the drill. You know the drill. He can have, what, 2 mana? I think it doesn't matter when we do it, right? It sucks because it will be nighttime. And we hate nighttime, but what can you do really? I bet he doesn't like the fact that he played everything on white. He did not expect a land destruction deck. Blood on the Snow. Good card, a bit slow. Yeah, flipping Qatar really sucks because he can kill Ghast right now. Like, can you imagine killing 2 Ghasts? Oh man, that's freaking good draw. And his draw was crazy good, to be honest. We need to play like this, I think. Actually, let's go for maximum damage reduction, because it's already 10. So we need to do something next turn, or we lose the game. It means that we need to get the treasure to at least circumvent the tax. Can we do anything? So this can become a lifelinker with Death Touch. Does it save us at all? Even if he doesn't flip Qatar. Like, Invoke Despair kills us, right? So let's be honest, we don't have any choice here. And let's try to maybe fish for stuff. But I'm pretty sure that it won't be enough, right? It's just way too much damage. Not even talking about the fact that he... Yeah, it's like... Yeah, even First Strike kills us. It means that we need to force to block First Striker, which means we don't even get the lifelink. Man, this felt really bad. We just whiffed on the sweepers, like completely, pretty much on everything. Okay, we are going second. We will see if that's good enough. Death Touch. They will definitely not like our Shamblers. So is this some kind of ninjutsu? Or like... That's a weird attack. I'm thinking that they might have another stuff, but I will still try it. Like, not sure about the ninjutsu stuff. Do they play it? Yep, so they had 2, that's why. But we have a lot of value in this deck, so I'm not super scared. Like, we can kill stuff quite easily in case he has multiples, and so far they don't do anything yet. Like, 1 damage? Sure. Okay, no ninjutsu. Jewel Thief. Pretty good target to kill stuff. I don't want to waste the treasure. Treasure will be amazing with Evelyn. Let's just exile this and see what comes next. You can see that it's pretty decent card, like we went 1 for 1 and suddenly he's ramped, which makes his Ashaya even better. We will kill it. What was this? Like, we will kill it, but it was good for him. Deadly Dispute, a bit late, but we'll make use of it. Let's get rid of this stuff and see what is the next one. Like, man, if we had marches in this place, that would feel so much worse. Okay, are you out of your stuff? Is the stuff over? I think the stuff is over. And I think this is... this means that we won the game. Okay, do we want to cast Evelyn? Let's make mana for sure. Then let's take Swamp. Like, this is one of the good parts about the deck. You definitely don't care about this stuff at all. Her choice, to be honest. I think we do it like this. We still get the treasure. Oh, that was interesting card draw. Because I don't want to cast it so he can use any fight spells. Usually they are sorcery speed. And as long as I get cards from Evelyn, I'm pretty sure we win the game easily. You can see, you can prize the power of Evelyn. Like, look at this freaking stuff. Oh man, I bet you wish your Blizzard Brawl. And we actually have snow-covered swamp. We actually can activate the Blizzard Brawl. How does it work? If you control 3 or more snow permanents, yes we do, the creature gets +1, the indestructible. And we fight each other. Seems pretty good to me. You control and don't control. Oh, that seems fun. I like our stuff. And let's go for Skullport Merchant, so we can start drawing cards. And by the way, let's attack. Like, we are racing this baby. Oh man, this must have been so frustrating. So frustrating. Where is it? Where are they? Oh, that's Vorinclex. That's a pretty big one. We can still kill it. No reason to really block, I think. We are at 16. Enemy is just full smoke mode. And I don't think we need mana, right? Yeah, we have 7, so in case we whiff, and that seems to be usually the case, we have stuff to do. We could make a vampire, but I think it's much better to kill this big thing while he's tapped. So he needs to get a new one, and we are back to 16. We are not attacking because our creatures are way better than his. Man, like, this deck just keeps on giving. 4 mana. Whenever a creature you control with power equal to its toughness attacks, gains trample. It has trample. Bro. Okay. Jokes aside. Now let's see the synergy. That's what you are here for, right? The synergy. Oh yes, can you feel the synergy? The playing bossage. Okay, but still, that's 2 card draw for free. And we can do it again next turn as well. So let's chill. Our deck is way more powerful than theirs. Toski. That's interesting. So I bet he attacks with everything. Oh, that's a trampler. So I think what we do here is this. Unfortunately, we cannot get the token, because then we don't kill the stuff, and I want to kill the stuff, but we get more cards with Sorin, so I'm pretty happy about this. Let's just make, you know, more free draw. That's really good combination, because you get both board and also a card draw, which usually you get only one or the other. And whatever you hit, like even bad creatures, you just sacrifice them to Merchant, and suddenly you always have good stuff, you know? By the way, we can do it again. And while we cannot play any more cards, we will get them next turn. Jewel Thief, and here from our deck, man, like we hit 3 freaking swamps, and if you think that's bad, that's still okay, because we would normally just draw them for 3 turns, so I'm pretty happy that we exiled them at least. Okay, what about the attack? Like, no reason to attack, right? He can just block everything. So we will just keep sacrificing stuff and playing his creatures until we win the game. That's my plan. And yeah, like, trample doesn't matter when we have such good blockers. Whenever you... oh, it attacks every turn. So, I guess... oh, let's abuse it a bit. I heard you like attacking with your creatures. I don't mind for extra life, thank you. Nice Toski, bro. Nice Toski. But that felt really great. Let's use the Skullport. It seems like a good way. Finally, thank you. Our good cards from the deck. Let's draw. Reveal. Sure. Like, he just gave us this life, right? So we can do it for free, pretty much. And let's play Lolth, because why not? Let's make this. I hope you brought a sweeper, bro. Because if you don't have a sweeper, it might get really ugly really quickly. And let's play his creatures. They are pretty good. Like, right now you can see that we are starting to play hybrid deck right now. Okay, definitely those two guys. Even though he needs to attack, but we can lifelink this way. No reason to attack with the rest. We have Deadly Dispute open. Life is good. And probably we dispute it right now. We might just use the Merchant, I guess. We get the counter on Lolth. And let's see what's up. Like, next turn we can make another vampire with Sorin and exile 2 cards. So enemy will just get sooner or later overwhelmed. He cannot deal with Lolth. He cannot deal with our board. Like, it's just all around bad for him. We don't have lifelinkers? Not really. So let's block like this. His Toski doesn't do anything this game, really. Let's make Vampire, draw more cards. At some point we will draw good cards from the exile.
I bring my own army.
Seems pretty okay. Bossage. Do we have anything worth bossaging? Not really. So I think we just keep attacking. We need to force through this a bit. Let's Deadly Dispute at first. He gets rid of the Innkeeper. But we get to draw more cards. Oh man, that's pretty good. Now we play our 3 lands for the turn. And let's do it again. Until the enemy just scoops out. Toski. Interesting. That's actually not bad for us. That was the only creature that can easily block every turn. So, double spider. This, and this is pretty hard to kill. I think that's how we do it. He can of course double block something. But we have Blood on the Snow, so nothing is really gone forever. Probably I should attack with everything. But I honestly didn't notice that he has so few life because of double despair. So yeah, good place, good place. I like all of my cards. I seriously like all of my cards. Let's get rid of this, I guess. But all of them are great. So, enemy is dying a really painful slow death. What is this stuff? At the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more different, put a count. Oh man, wow, wow, that's impressive. So everything has trample, right? Sure. Enjoy your little Planewalker hype. But the question is... oh, he did the upkeep stop. He's so mad. He actually especially did this, so he wants to rope us fully. I think it deserves some heart. And are we enabled to do it? I think it's worth it. I will be this guy this game. I think he deserves it. Oh man, he got so wrecked. from the Blizzard Brawl. And this game was pretty much sponsored by Evelyn, so if you aren't sure about her in this kind of decks, you can see clearly how many cards. Like, we drew like 8 cards in this game with her, or maybe even 10. Something like crazy insane. So, I will cut right now. Okay, and we are back. And our friend M-Tran20, after really shameful loss, decided to do the full roping with upkeep stuff, which is pretty... Oh man, I didn't laugh so much since quite a while. So yeah, he got really crazy mad, I think. Which is a good testament to this deck. It makes people really mad when they lose.